I wanted to kind of talk about Steph Curry recently. I know against the Pelicans he didn't have his best performance, but I think this is the first time I'm saying like he's 37, chill. But like you know what I'm saying, he just dropped back-to-back 40 balls against the Spurs. You know, that's hard to do against Wemby. You know what I'm saying? That's really hard to do, and one of them was basically a 50-pointer. Spurs are another team that are, playing very well. It's going to be interesting to see them without Wembanyama because I do think, um, as dominant as he is, I do think like it's going to be similar. Like like I'm not saying that Wemby's going to be injury prone, but I do think like as someone who is 7'7", you know what I'm saying. I think longevity is a thing that you want to think about. Um, and maybe this is a something like almost like a blessing in disguise where like you could kind of save Wembanyama for like a postseason run. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that like being injured is great, but giving Wemby that rest could definitely help the Spurs be better. Especially given like, year three Wemby is probably one of the best players in the league right now. So it's just I'm really interested to see what the Spurs are gonna do from this point. The Warriors. Shout out to them. They've been kind of up and down. I was really impressed with Steph Curry's performance, given that he's 37. Um, and it seems like Steph Curry is like one of the few players that have like almost like cracked the code, I guess, in beating Wembanyama. But arguably, it could be because he's just he's a skilled shooter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw a case for Steph Curry. They called him the greatest offensive weapon of all time. And I really like the way he phrased it because he's so lethal off the ball. He's probably the greatest off-ball offensive player of all time. So like describing him as a weapon in the sense that like you could just like deploy him anywhere on the court. I thought like
Hmm.
I really like that terminology. So I've been running with that.
Yeah, right now he's averaging 27.4 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 3.7 assists on 45.8 percent from the field. And he's 37, so it's like, wow, this is really crazy. Um, I guess I'll go first because we kind of already talked about them earlier, honestly. I
Yeah.
was gonna